you're going to hear all kinds of different types of traders talk about this trading pattern, chart pattern, this trading strategy. The way I look at it, there are patterns and strategies in the stock market. The way I look at it, the stock market's very trendy, right? You hear people say this. It's a very trendy market. What I like to say is, what is the current theme that's going on? See, when new people come into this, or people that are in their first couple years of learning about the stock market and trading, they get all sucked in to learning about chart patterns, candlestick formations, and trading strategies. Chart patterns like wedges, triangles, U-shapes. These are all of your basic chart patterns. Cup and handle breakouts. You got, what's another one? Your head and shoulder pattern is a popular one people like to look out for. Inverse head and shoulders, and so on. There's all different types of chart patterns. And the theory is we see these patterns naturally. It's because we're taught to look out for them. It's just a little psychological trick. So your eyes are looking for these patterns and you're going to naturally spot them on the chart. That's the thinking behind it. There's people out there trying to trade these patterns and they swear by trading these patterns. We've also seen a lot of gurus out there try to sell you trading strategies. I'm not going to name any names, but I've seen gurus try to sell strategies revolved around, let's say recently, a couple of years ago, we were seeing a lot of low float, low price do reverse splits, and the trading strategy was watch out for recent reverse splits and it has to be a low float stock and they go on a run, something like that. Or another trading strategy, in simpler terms, you'll see people come out and put out trading indicators like MACD or Kettler channels and put their own little twist on it. And it'll work for a little bit, but then it'll stop working. This happens over and over and over and over again. And if you show up every day, you really show up, you'll notice some weeks you'll see a lot of really good breakouts and run-ups to high of day, and they'll break out and keep running. And then it'll switch. You'll see failed breakouts and stocks will get denied at high of day and they'll go down even lower. You'll wake up, you'll notice stocks for a couple weeks straight, they'll have huge, big run-ups pre-market, but then just slowly sell off all trading day. The way I look at it, the stock market is very, very trendy. Very trendy. And what I like to try to tell myself is there's always going to be a theme that's going to be going on. There's always a theme. So my job is to identify what has been the theme that has been happening over and over and over again. The quicker you can identify the theme, the longer you can capitalize on that theme. And then once too many people start to realize what's been working, that's when they change it up and then it's totally something new. For example, recently, we've been seeing a lot of newer IPOs, new name IPOs, heat up, pop off, and run. For example, today, SWVL. This is a new name IPO stock. We'll pull over the daily chart and we'll go over a couple stocks for examples. I'm scrolled out to the max on this daily chart, you guys. Every single candle is one trading day. SWVL recently opened April 1st, 2022. It opened way over here at around $9.50. Since it opened, this stock decayed all the way down to $4.25. After it bottomed out, look at all that volume show up and the prices are right back up near where it opened at its IPO day, and it's pushing up to new highs. That's a big green candle there, and you got volume flowing into this stock. Let's look at the intraday chart. Scroll out on this. You could see multiple days here. This stock started to heat up and pop off, even going into today right here. All that volume showing up, all that volume that was right here. This is a new name IPO making a run. Let's take a look at another IPO that recently ran, NUTX. This IPO opened up here April 4th. After its first day IPO, you could see it had a really good first day. But then after that first day, this stock decayed all the way back down below its IPO opening price, decayed even lower, all the way down to $4, just like that other stock. Since it bottomed out at $4, it's popped up and it ran all the way up to $14 right here. And now, once again, we'll look at the intraday chart, scroll out, you could see it popped up 3 days ago, right here. In one day, this stock ran up from $4 all the way up to $14, running up $10 a share in a couple hours. Going into day 2, right there, it was a little bit in play and it was setting up for a potential continuation move, but it stalled out. Look at here at the 10 minute. The 10 minute looks really good, and you can identify too with your naked eye. There's a triangle or some type of wedge you can identify here with your eye, right? Even going into right here, you can identify a triangle of some sort. Your eyes are going to naturally pick up on these patterns because you're taught to look out for them. Let's take a look at another IPO. We'll keep it going. There's a whole list of newer name IPOs. GNS, this one opened up April 12th. Big green day here. Then afterwards, stock sank all the way down to $5. Look at the intraday chart. You can see there's been a lot of pop and movement in this stock. Not as clean as the other two stocks we looked at, but when you look at the 10 minute, you could just see how volatile and wicked this stock is. Here from 550s, it keeps popping up to $7. This starts to break up over $7. We got all this room right here to run to the upside. So you'd be keeping your eyes on this for a potential opportunity. That's what you would be doing. Take a look at another one. We got a lot of new name IPOs that ran recently. FRGE, this opened up here back in March 22nd. It IPO'd and opened at $11, had a quick pop day 1 to $27, back down, sold off to $12.50, and then the next few days it ran all the way up to a high of $47 a share. After it topped out at 47 up here, it decayed all the way down to where it IPO'd and opened at around that $10-11, and it had a real big surge up to $20. And you could see that this stock, it's pulling back tightly right here, like it's gearing up for its next leg to the upside. So you'd be keeping your eye on FRGE for more potential opportunity. And I could keep going on with these new name IPOs. We've seen so many of these pop up all of this year. FRGE, look at there. From $12 in one day, it ran up to $20. That's an $8 per share run up. Pulls down, goes sideways, right at 1250s. The stock pops up again to 16, then runs up here again to $20 again. Multiple opportunity on a stock like this, FRGE. And you guys get the hint in the picture and the idea, right? New name IPOs have been the theme. That's why it pays to show up every day, Monday through Friday. Put that time in, that screen time in, and have an open mind and be very observant. What are you seeing going on time and time again? What's the theme that's been happening over and over? And like we've said, the quicker you pick up on the theme, the longer you're able to capitalize on this theme, and then they'll change it up, and then something else will pop up, a new theme. Who knows what the next theme will be we won't know until we recognize it. So paying attention to little characteristics, little things, and putting it together. I like the saying, I like to consider myself, I'm like a scientist and I'm like a detective. A scientist, I'm testing, refining, testing, refining, testing, refining. A detective, I'm paying attention to the scene, the crime scene, and I'm putting together and finding clues to tell the story. That's the way I like to look at it. So in the stock market, it's really about, and I preach to you guys, keeping it bare bones simple, not overcomplicating things, and just simply listening to the market. You'd be amazed what the market will tell you if you just listen. Stop trying to voice an opinion going after what other people are thinking. Just show up every day, put in that time, listen to what the market's telling you, and you'll be amazed at what all these hint bombs the stock market leaves for us. It's amazing. So it really pays to show up every single day, you guys, every day. Right now, new name IPOs have been hot. We don't know how long it will last. We don't know what the next theme will be, but until the new name IPOs stop working, we'll continue to trade them every day. That's the current theme. If you're new here to the channel, I'd appreciate it if you hit that subscribe button. Join the Trading Learning 101 community where we all grow as traders and investors. I'm Mr. Wolf. As I always say to you guys, have that patience, have that discipline, study, study, study. Later, you guys.